Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I'm creating a really messy, filthy apartment and I hope you guys do like it. It was so much fun to do and it's been a long time since I've created one of these really messy fixer-upper style of apartments and I just really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun just to mess it up really and add a bunch of clutter and trash and food and just make it look as gross as I possibly could. And City Living came with a lot of great items for that, like this linoleum that's really worn, and then we got the water stained wallpaper, and then this brick I think came with Dine Out if I remember correctly, and it looks really nasty as well. And then I used a lot of like rustic stuff in the kitchen, like this kitchen sink, but the refrigerator and countertops all came with City Living as well, and I think the stove that I used too. So everything just has that really grimy, worn down look, and it was such a blast. I did mention in my renovation of Johnny's S trailer how I had missed doing apartment renovations because I've done a lot of ones that are technically for my save file and I'm only down to a few more that I've been waiting for Get Famous to come out to finish. So I just thought I would go through and do a couple of apartments. One I shared a few days ago and that was my small family apartment, and then this is going to be another one, but it is still technically kind of for my save file because I actually worked out this floor plan a couple of months ago for this apartment, and this apartment will be in my save file, it just won't be furnished. So it'll have this same layout, same wallpaper, and you can go through and decorate it just as gross as this one, or place this one if you would like to. You could definitely do that, or you could go in and fix it up. But even if you do fix it up, it is a needs TLC apartment, so it has a mouse hole in the wall, it has like leaky pipes, and I think you get like cockroaches and other gross things in this apartment too. So it's technically not fixed up even if you do, but I think I heard that you can delete the items using MC Command Center, so I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what I heard, and that would be great because that means you could actually fix this apartment up and make it nice and then just delete those items when you get more money and you're able to replace some of the furniture and all those kinds of things. So I think that would be pretty cool if it does work that way. If you guys know for sure, you can of course let me know. But I am starting off decorating this kitchen area, and this is probably my favorite part of the apartment. It's so cluttered and so messy, and I had just a blast going through and using all of those debug objects, and I really like the layout of this apartment. I like how the kitchen's tucked here in the corner, and you'll notice that there's an archway off to the left, and I turned that into like a utility room because there's those boxes, like the electrical boxes in there, and some like pipes and stuff sticking out of the wall. So I put the washer and dryer in there and a few other things, and I thought that was kind of cool. There's also a bathroom and then a bedroom in this apartment. So for it being pretty small, I was able to fit quite a few rooms in there. Now I was thinking if you wanted to turn this into like a small family apartment or have a roommate or something, you could probably turn the bathroom into a small bedroom and then turn the utility room into a bathroom. I think that would work pretty well if you would like to. You may even be able to make the actual bedroom a little bit smaller and then the bathroom a little bit bigger. That way the second bedroom's not so tiny. Hopefully that makes sense. It's probably a little bit confusing, but that's what I was thinking. And I was also trying to think what type of sim would live here if I was to place a character in here, because you guys know I like to think of the actual sims that would live in my homes and apartments because it helps me decorate. And for this one, I was thinking they would definitely have to be a slob because no regular sim would probably have this apartment be this messy, and the playtesting sim that I used was having the worst time. She wanted to clean it immediately. She was like, you know, so uncomfortable, and she was trying to put everything away. So the sim that would live here would probably be, I was thinking a slob and want to be a musician, and I'm not really sure about their other traits, but I do put a keyboard in here and a guitar, so I thought that'd be kind of fun if like a struggling musician lived here and they just happened to be a little bit messy, and I thought that was kind of a fun idea anyways. But here I'm just decorating the living room. Along this wall is where I end up putting that keyboard that I mentioned, and you'll notice that I put that sign from Jungle Adventure behind the TV. I thought that was kind of a cool decoration and it looked a little bit funky. And we got this old couch in here that came with City Living that you get at the flea market. It's the same one that I used in Johnny's S trailer. It's so good when you're going for a grungier look, and I really enjoyed using that. But before I get too far into this build, I did want to thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers. That number is huge and we reached it so quickly. There's so many new people to the channel, so I just want to say welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are here. I'm going to be doing a subscriber special video this week. I'm hoping to have it out Tuesday. I'm gonna try my best. Today is Sunday. I'm gonna upload this Monday morning, and Monday I'm gonna try to put something together. I did ask on my community tab if you guys have any suggestions, so if you have any more or you haven't read that, go put that there, or you can leave them in the comments of this video. But I will try to create something fun for you guys and yeah, I'm just so grateful. It's amazing. I thank you guys so much. So anyways, I won't talk about it too much because I will do a proper thank you video and all of that. But speaking of Tuesday, that's when we're going to be getting our terrain tools update, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited to actually properly mess around with it, because I did it a little bit at Sims Camp, but to actually have it at my house and be able to freely mess with it with an unlimited amount of time is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited to see what other people create with it. People are going to do some amazing things. It's gonna be great. But here I'm decorating the utility room, and I got the washer and dryer in there, a couple of laundry hampers, and some extra pipes on the wall, just some random decorations to kind of make it look like a utility room. So I thought that looked pretty good. And then this is going to be the bathroom, and I like the way this room turned out. I went with this shower. We don't technically have really any that are grimy looking, but I felt like this one looked old and maybe the shower curtain stained. I thought we could pretend that it is anyways. I think we should get more grimier items. I think that would be a lot of fun. But the ones that came with City Living, they work really great. And we have a lot of base game items that are pretty rustic looking too, like the sink and the towel that I hung up on the wall. I thought those looked pretty good. And then I just clutter up this shelf using some more just random objects. I think I go in and use some debug objects in the bathroom too. Oh yeah, like the plunger. And I think I put another mouse trap with a piece of cheese on there. I did another one in the kitchen, and I thought that was pretty fun. There's so many great objects in the debug menu that you can just really make a place look so cluttered and trashed. It was just so great. And I think the plunger is a really cool item because it's pretty realistic. And I noticed in the debug menu that there's another plunger. It has a shorter handle, but when you place it, it completely disappears. So I'm not really sure why there's two of them, but the one that I used works great and it makes really nice clutter. So I thought that was pretty cool. But here I'm on into the bedroom. I go with this base game bed in this plaid color. I thought it worked perfectly. And I put a dresser over here with a mirror, and then I just cluttered up with a bunch of different items. And I was thinking, since the Sim that lives in this apartment is obviously a slob, they probably eat in bed a lot. So I put food on the bedside table, like a whole plate of food. I put like a fork and some drink cans and soda cans laying around. And I used that rug that looks like food splatter. I put that on one side of the bed thinking that the Sim had spilt some food there and just left it and forgot about it. I thought that was hilarious and looked ridiculous, and it's just so messy and so much fun. And other than that, I put some posters behind the bed, and I think I pulled out a couple of neon signs. I was gonna go with some of those larger ones that came with City Living, which I need to use in a build. I'm definitely gonna do some restaurants or something in San Myshuno for my save file, because I haven't got a chance to use those objects yet, and they look really cool. So I definitely need to use those. But here I'm just messing up the floor using that object that came with Parenthood. I thought about sizing it down and putting it on the side table, which I think is a good idea, but it didn't quite work because it was a little bit too small and didn't raise up to the right level. But I think maybe if I use a bigger table or try again in a different build, I think it could be really cool to look like somebody just spilt their backpack and papers and stuff and just left it there on the table. I thought that was kind of a fun idea. But here I'm just adding all of those decorations that I was talking about. I find that plate of food here in a second and place it right here on the side table and add a few more debug objects, and then we were done with the build. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this filthy, messy apartment, and thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye! So get us up when we're low. Just chase the waves. We'll make it up as we go. If you're heavy, I'll show you where to go. Won't you set free? Behind the town for low, we run away. To get us up when we're low. Oh, even if I lose my ground, I won't let it hold me down.
We make our way, turn what